Hey guys, hope you're all having excellent weekends. Wanted to go ahead and put out a video to the athletics community. First of all, saying great job, all of you, in testing this week. I'm really proud of all the progress that you guys have made. It's been pretty exciting to see you guys be able to make that progress over the first 3 months here. I'm excited to take what we've learned over the first 3 months and go ahead and put that into our next 3 cycles before testing, and hopefully be able to improve upon everything that you guys did so far. I know there are a lot of folks that you guys haven't completed all your tests yet. That's okay. Let's get those done this week. Either we can allocate some time in class to make that happen, otherwise we can get it done before or after class as well if you guys have time. Okay, a lot of these tests that you guys have left do not take that long. We got most of the strength stuff knocked out of the way, so a lot of these tests, especially the speed agility ones, will not take long at all. So I'll make sure we get those hammered away and taken care of. Okay. What I want to talk to you guys about is something that I've been mulling over since starting athletics, and that is the idea of making our program individualized from the sense that regardless of any day that you come in, whatever your schedule might be that Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever, we're all on the same program, okay? And that's really functionally difficult to do as a gym that operates like ours, because we can't count on everybody to come in on individual days, and it'd be silly of us to, right? Like, we don't know what people's schedules are like, so we don't know whether you're going to be able to make it, consistently Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. We try and plan for that, but of course, that's not how life works, Some weeks you might be perfect, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The next week you might be Monday, Thursday, Friday. Next week you might only get 1 day in, okay? The problem with that is that it makes it really difficult as a programmer to ensure that you're getting a good, an optimal program, more or less, okay? So we're really well balanced in our programming, so you're already getting a great program regardless of when you come in. But I think there's room for improvements if we can kind of get some of our ducks in a row here, which is what we're going to try and do over the next 4 weeks, okay? So I want you to stick with me here. I'm going to go ahead and try and explain how this is going to work so that you guys, when you come into the gym this week, will kind of have an understanding of what this is going to look and feel like, all right? So the goal of this is to make sure that everyone, regardless of whether you come in 2 times, 3 times, 4 times a week, when you come in, you're getting the most important workouts in over the course of this week, okay? So I'll talk a little bit about how it's historically been done, all right? The way we've done it, it's just been, I've sort of relied from a programming standpoint on the fact that, hey, you're gonna get an optimal program if you come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you're gonna get an optimal program if you come Tuesday, Thursday, all right? However, because we talked about that doesn't necessarily happen for everybody. Sometimes if you don't follow that perfect schedule, there's a little bit of maybe some conflicting muscle groups worked on back-to-back days, or you're a little bit too fatigued to take on what I had programmed because you just worked out the day before. So that kind of stuff comes up. It's not that detrimental, but it's not perfect, okay? So what I'm going to try and do now is create a class structure that makes it so that we're distributing our time, that 60 to 65 minutes in a class, such that regardless of whether it's your first day that week or third day that week or second day that week, whatever it ends up being, you are doing the optimal workout for where you're at in that week. Okay, so let's talk about some of the details here, and maybe this will kind of sort of take shape. Okay. So here's what the class structure will be like. All right. So first of all, we have to do it this way in order for this to work across the board. All right. So when you come into class, the first 10 minutes are dedicated for us to do a general warm-up, all right? This isn't a huge deviation from the way it is right now. The only thing that's going to be a little bit of a deviation is the fact that I'm going to really rely on all of you as members to focus and ensure that we're getting a good warm-up in that 10 minutes, all right? So we've got to make sure that we're staying focused during that time, properly warming ourselves up for the next piece, all right? The next 20 minutes in the workout are dedicated to strength, all right? Again, this isn't a change. However, we're going to put a 20-minute clock up, and we're going to say firmly, okay, you have the next 20 minutes to get this next part done, okay? The reason we have to do that is because the way this is going to work between the days is that we might have some athletes who are doing different things, okay? Doing different parts, depending on what day they're in, all right? And I'll talk about that in a second, okay? Then we're going to have a 15-minute period to get your part B in. This is like your accessory work. So some of those 6-minute EMOMs that we do, that's going to fall into this 15 minutes. All right. So that's going to be your time to put equipment away from part A, and go ahead and get those Part Bs done, those 6-minute EMOMs. All right, and I've programmed those as such where they shouldn't take a ton of equipment, should be pretty easily to knock out in those 15 minutes, okay? The next 15 to 20 minutes is our dedicated time for conditioning. That's when we'll be going ahead and throwing our Metcons in, doing a lot of those WODs or workouts that are designed to go ahead and be high intensity, short, brief, with rest added in there, okay? So that's where those will come in. So now, here's where we're going to talk about what's really changing, because this is more or less the same outside of the fact that we're going to put some real boundaries around how long we're going to take to do each part of the workout, okay? So now, what we're going to do, instead of having a different workout every day of the week, I'm going to program 4 workouts, okay? Now all of you are 3 times a week, so that makes this a little bit easier, but there are 4 workouts. The 4 workouts are programmed in decreasing order of priority. In other words, if you only came in one day during the week, I would want you to get the first workout done, workout number 1, because that is the most important workout for you to get done to elevate your athleticism, okay? Now, they're in decreasing order, so workout number 2 is the second most important, workout number 3 is the third most important, so on and so forth, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to be able to create these workouts, or I'm going to program them such that they could be plugged into any given day, and you'd be able to get that done with the entire class, and it wouldn't disrupt the flow of the class. Okay? All right. So, let's say I am a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person. I'm coming in 3 days this week. All right? My first day, my most important day, is my heavy day. Okay? That's why it's 1. All right? It's our priority. Workout number 2 is our medium day, so it's probably going to be something like an Oli lift, combined with some additional strength work and conditioning. It's a very important day as well, just not quite as heavy and as important as day number 1. Day number 3 is going to be a light day, so this will be, again, probably like a skill day. We'll add more accessory work, still very important, but not as critical as workouts 1 and 2. Still adding a lot of volume and intensity, so making sure that we're improving, but is not as crucial as those first 2 days. So now, knowing that I'm coming in those 3 days this week, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take day number 1. The first day I'm able to make it into the gym, that's when I'm going to do workout number 1. Okay? The second day I'm able to make it into the gym, that's when I'm going to do workout number 3, because I want to give more time between my most important workouts. Okay? If workouts 1 and 2 are my most important, and I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm putting number 1 on day number 1 on Monday, number 2 on Friday, 3 on Wednesday. That gives me more time to recover in between the workouts. And if this is feeling a little bit overwhelming, that's what the coaches are here to help you with. Okay? We'll help you make those determinations in class. Okay, now this works in any situation. If I'm a Tuesday, Thursday person, that means I get 2 workouts during the week, so I'm getting my most important workouts and I'm putting those on Tuesday and Thursday. All right? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, where this is going to get a little bit complex from a class flow standpoint is when we get somebody that's not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. So let's give the example of maybe you come Monday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? So now we're going to get to this point. On Monday, this is all well and good because you've got your heavy day in, but now comes Thursday, okay? And you know you're coming Friday as well, so Friday will be your second workout. Thursday will be your third workout, that light workout. Now let's consider someone else that comes Tuesday, Thursday. So their first workout's here, workout number 2, the medium workout is here on Thursday. Now we've got 2 people in class doing 2 different workouts, okay? That is why this structure is so important, all right? You're gonna come into class, even if someone is not doing the same strength workouts as you, okay? They're still going to be going through the same warm-ups. You'll be warming up together. Next, on your part A, your 10 to 30, minutes 10 to 30, where we're working on our strength, okay? If this is your second day workout, you're doing second day strength piece. Okay, if this is your third day workout, you're doing third day strength piece. So we might have different people in class doing different things. And that's totally fine as long as we're able to stick to this 10 to 30 minute window. All right? I can't have somebody who's snatching taking 35 minutes and somebody who just got done with a bench press taking 10 minutes. All right? So we need to make sure that everybody's staying on task throughout this. Okay? Now, same thing with the part B. If you're on there on the same day but you're doing a different day's workout, that's totally fine as well. You know, person 1 will be doing day 3 accessory work, person 2 will be doing day 2 accessory work, so on and so forth, okay? Now, when it comes to the conditioning piece, so our Metcon, right, our workouts, okay, that is going to be different every day. That's going to continue to be unique for each day of the week, because we want to make sure that you guys can get together in this 45 to 65 minute window and perform that same workout together, right? Because it sucks doing that workout by yourself, all right? Strength stuff, not so bad to do by yourself as long as you're in the group atmosphere. However, we all know what it's like to do a really difficult, intense, brief workout by ourselves. It sucks. That's why we're going to have a different workout each day of the week, okay? So, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. The reason we're doing this is because it allows everyone to be on the same program, right? Everyone's getting the same day's training in, such that when we get to the time when we're testing and we see the test results, we can reliably say whether it was or was not because of the programming and not due to some sort of like weird scheduling thing. The way it is right now, if you come in and you are a Monday, Wednesday, Friday person one week and then a Tuesday, Thursday person the next week, you're going to be getting entirely different movements and training stimulus throughout those 2 weeks. And that's not something we want. We want more consistency to get an optimal result, okay? The way we were doing it is great. It's way better than anything else that's out there right now that I've been able to see. However, I think this structure is going to allow us, once we get the hang of it, to get that much better results. Now, I'll say this with the caveat that if it becomes a logistical nightmare, if coaches aren't able to keep the class on task, if they're not able to facilitate and make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it becomes too much of a pain, we're obviously not going to stick with it. We'll go back to what we were doing, which was effective, as we've seen with testing so far. Everybody got stronger. So this is an attempt to try and optimize things. We're not trying to make it overly complicated. We're just trying to do the best that we can to make sure that everybody gets the best results here in class. So again, as you come into class this week, be a little bit patient as we work through some of the kinks of this, but I think if we can get the hang of this, it's going to really do a lot of great things for our program. Okay? Please message me with any kind of questions. Looking forward to seeing you guys in class, guys.